Fantasy from the fairway starts with trivia. Jenks Jr., I have trivia for you. I need you to tell me what these people have in common. Do you think you can do it?
Probably not, but let's give it a shot.
All right. What do Darren Williams, Steve Stricker,
Jesus Christ,
Thomas Peters, Thomas Dietrich, Tanner Roark, Geronimo Allison, DeJuan Smoot, and Hugh Hefner have in common?
STDs?
That's fair. That is a fair guess. It is incorrect. They all attended.
You lost me. You went double Belgians.
Yep.
And then you said a football player or something, and you lost me.
Yeah, I got a good collection of people to let you know. Those lovely individuals all attended the University of Illinois.
Okay.
Otherwise known as the school that screwed me.
Yeah, they shit the bed.
Yep, couldn't be me. Picked them to win the championship multiple brackets. Couldn't be me that bet on them straight out and away to win the whole damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be me. I'm not going to
This year has been terrible for brackets.
I'm not going to hold it against Steve Stricker because I like Steve Stricker and I like Tanner Roark. But I'm going to hold it against like Hugh Hefner, Geronimo Allison, Dietrich, Peters.
I mean, I'll leave Hugh out of it. He's been through enough.
Did he die?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, Fantasy from the Fairway is done with trivia. If your bracket is busted for the NCAA tournament, which it likely is at this point, good luck because golf has given you a chance to fill out a second bracket this week in the WGC-Dell Technologies Match play. What we're going to do this week, go ahead.
If you want two shitty brackets, you're in luck.
Yeah. So you got two options. We have two very different brackets to present you. One of them, Jenks Jr. the third, went with what most people did in basketball this year. They picked the favorites.
Yeah.
Then myself, yours truly, went with, I think my highest person in there is a 3 seed. So that means no DJ, no JT.
So we got interesting. Okay.
We'll get there. But let's first. Boy. I can't even be excited about Aaron Wise. Yes, did I get another back-to-back top 25? Yes, I did. Aaron Wise, thank you, sir. Taylor Gooch, I'm done with him.
Yeah.
I picked him at Arnold Palmer on my team just to roll with him. Trash. He finished 40th. He made the cut, but he finished 40th. Then I don't pick him at the players. He finishes 5th, and now he's back in 46th. 9 points. Thank you, Taylor. You'll never see my team again. Now, here's the thing. Duffner on paper, this doesn't look good. The 6.1 points.
That's a great
the T53. It doesn't look great. But here's the thing. I threw 40 something holes. Yeah. Duffner was 5 under.
Yeah.
And Gooch was 3 over. So it was looking like the nail in the coffin was going to be Duff for me. Ants on food. Unfortunately, he somehow finishes after Gooch. But the fact that you've gotten zeros in back-to-back weeks from Rory, and somebody else good.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have technology.
It was somebody good, yeah.
Zeros in back-to-back weeks from Molinari and Rory. And 12 from Fleetwood. 6 from Duff don't look too bad.
No, I'm happy with Duff.
And Wesley Bryan will just move. Did you see him get full naked to hit the shot?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was cool.
There was a lot more body this week on the PGA Tour than
there
you usually
was
see.
A lot of good options. A lot of very, very pale feet. Reminded me of Jared Pinto a little bit.
Pale men that you don't realize are pale until they're taking their clothes off.
The only guy I wanted to see more of clothes coming off was Stuart Sink because I wanted to see if the tan on his head matched the rest of his body, but I didn't get to see that. So anyway, the Honda Classic behind us, bad picks behind us. This stays the same, so there's no reason to dwell on it. For a half second, I thought I was going to lose my shit having to put Duffner on here. If I would have had to replace one of these dudes with Duffner, I would have been very upset. But we didn't have to, and we're heading to the Austin Country Club this week. This is like how many Pete Dye courses in a row? A lot, I feel like. I feel like it's been
3 or
every
4.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
This one will be in Austin, Texas, par 71, which does not really matter at this point in time due to the match play situation. 7182 yards, 5 holes, water in play. The only reason I put that is because we had holes with water in play last week, and so I just left it. Bermuda grass. God, goodness.
I do that every week, so I'm really happy you just did that.
It just comes off the tongue. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Bermuda grass. There it is.
It just sounds good. This event, for the first time, was played in Austin in 2016 before it was in Arizona and then California. Before that, previous 3 winners. Last year, he got COVID-19, pulling out the trophy. The year before, Kevin Kisner was a 23 seed and won the whole damn thing. In 2018, Bubba Watson, a 32 seed, won the whole damn thing. So what does that tell me? You got to be a high seed to win.
Well, I mean, you even got COVID as the 19 seed.
That's a good one. That's a good pickup.
So I guess the top seeds don't win.
That's a good one. So, okay, cool. I got one more slide. Great. Key stats in match play, obviously, is going to be a little different than usual. You just got to play better than the person in front of you, which means, for me at least, I was looking at Ryder Cup guys, people that flourish in this situation. So you obviously want to make birdies and not a lot of bogeys, because you start making bogeys, all of a sudden your match play goes from 18 holes to about 14 because you're getting mollywomped. Those par 4s are in the areas that we were looking at, but to be honest with you, it was a lot of who's playing well, who has the history, a lot of that. So that's the last slide, because we're not going to rank the players by price. We're just going to look at a bracket. The good old-fashioned bracket is here live. Move some stuff around. There we are. Glorious. So there's the bracket as you see on your screen. We've each filled out a bracket. We're going to go through the ranges quickly. We'll start top left. Johnson, McIntyre, Long. There's no reason to discuss this one. Dustin Johnson will win this. Dustin Johnson, for those wondering, probably are, since this is a DraftKings video. That would make sense that you'd be wondering something like this. He's the most expensive player in the field at 11.5. He will win his bracket. Going to the next bracket, Sung Jae, Victor Perez, Mark Leishman, Russell Henley. Russell Henley, I know they do the seeding by World Golf Rankings and all that. Russell Henley is a 50 seed?
Yeah, I like Henley.
That's tough. Henley tied second this year, bogey avoidance, third, pars 350 to 400, eighth, 450 to 500, 16th in strokes gained total. Sung Jae is playing better, but I don't really see a reason why Henley can't win this grouping and find himself in a Sweet 16 matchup with Dustin Johnson. As we move down the group stage on the left side, this is where things start to differ for us. We don't have to necessarily give it away here, but we got Webb, Paul Casey, Mac Hughes, and Taylor Gooch. You can guarantee I'm not picking Taylor Gooch. I like Mac Hughes. I do not like him in this setting. For me, it's $8,900 Paul Casey here. I know for you it is not. It is Webb Simpson. Here's the thing. If you're looking at recent play, Webb's last time out, he got cut. Paul's last time out, Paul's 2021. He's played 6 times. He has not finished worse than 12th the whole time. He won on the European Tour. So I like Paul here. But Webb is a respectable pick.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know. I just really, really like Webb. And I think he'll win the bracket. Or that particular.
That's fair enough. I also like Casey with the Ryder Cup experience. And with all that. The bottom half of that bracket is a full European Ryder Cup team, literally Wallace, Garcia, Westwood, and Hatton. I personally here like Lee Westwood at $7,700. Besides last week where you can't really count anything at the Honda Classic because none of that means anything. In my opinion, the wind is whipping. And shout out Matt Jones, though.
Yeah, facts.
We've been giving Matt Jones a
Played
lot of
well.
love.
Yeah.
So happy to see Matt Jones win. And it wasn't really close ever.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess Wise.
Aaron Wise, yeah.
But like, I never really felt like Aaron Wise was going to win. But, you know. So, yeah, Westwood, before the explosion at the Honda Classic, got to second. Howdy.
What just happened?
You're fine. I don't know. You went away for a second.
What's up, guys?
Anyway, Westwood back-to-back second-place finishes, Arnold Palmer, and the Players' Championship. We like them here. Let's keep moving to the bottom 4 brackets down here. DeChambeau, Fleetwood, Kim, and Rosner. Confused on Rosner?
To be quite honest, I didn't even read his name.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. I have Bryson winning this bracket, but for some reason I think you don't. Is that?
I do not.
Now, does this, Tommy?
This has nothing to do with my love for one man who is born in England. Nothing to do with that.
Okay. Well, let's wait. Let's save that a bit since that's a disagreement. I like DeChambeau. You like an Englishman, Ryder Cup Englishman. We'll wait till we reveal the total brackets to get to that. The next grouping I think is the most interesting one.
Agreed.
Here. Fratelli's playing better, but he does not have a chance. I'm sorry to say. Zalatoris is interesting because neither of us picked him, and we both love Zalatoris.
I was going to pick him, but I didn't.
He's a bad putter. He's a really bad putter, and that scares me in match play where Kokrak is a great putter. Good.
And then Finau is another guy whose putter is incredibly inconsistent. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I liked him more than Zalatoris.
I think Finau is definitely a safer pick. I think the sleeper here is Kokrak, man. I'm just going to let you know, when I thought before we had that little miscommunication where I thought we were picking people that we hadn't picked, Kokrak was my winner.
Yeah, my bad. Okay.
So I
figured just because we're doing a bracket week, we would.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we will. Okay. So we were on miscommunication, but I had to find a way for Kokrak to win. I'm much more comfortable with not doing that now. But to be honest with you, Kokrak is scary. His last 3 finishes: 9th at the tough WGC, 8th at the tough Arnold Palmer, and 9th at the TPC Sawgrass. Mm-hmm. Tony Finau, all we talk about is he can't win.
Yeah.
So that scares me in match play. I like Kokrak a lot. It's windy at your house.
See, I think Finau struggles when it's the. Why do you say that?
Because that camera is bobbing.
Well, I'm in like this chair.
I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
There was a bit of a draft though. What the hell were we? Oh, Finau can't win when it's like stroke play, but I think he can win in a match play 4-person setting.
Could be. We'll see.
That's about the only time I'll pick him to win.
That's fair. I think that's one of the most interesting because I think Kokrak is so severely underrated. I mean, I like Kokrak and I consider playing him, I think, more times than others. And I had no idea that he had 3 straight top 10s. So that gets buried. The next group you would think is a slam dunk. God almighty.
You are struggling, buddy.
I am.
You sound like me.
I know, it's crazy. I will wait to show my bracket to reveal my pick here, but I'm assuming you went with Victor Hovland.
It was either him, Answer, or Wiesberger.
So everybody but Streelman, huh?
I did not pick Streelman.
Wow. That is saying something.
Yep.
But more on that later. The bottom of this thing is, again, a gimme. Homa's not hot anymore. Horschel's not hot anymore. Poston can't beat Morikawa. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
But you know what I think is interesting? I think this is a big week for Morikawa and Hovland because they both have serious Ryder Cup aspirations. Morikawa will be on the American team for sure. Hovland, the European team, in my opinion, is a bit stronger. Morikawa is automatically in now without Brooks. In my opinion, he'll be a captain's pick if he's not in the World Golf ranking, which he will be. Hovland needs to show something in match play for the European side, I think. So I think it'll be something to watch for him. So he needs a good showing, but Streelman's in that group. You never know. Let's go to the other side. Another very interesting thing off the top here. You have Kuchar, who came in second when Kisner won. You then have Kisner, who won the last time, finished second in 2018. So he has great match play history. The dangerous Louis Oosthuizen that nobody talks about, and Justin Thomas. I'll let you know before we get to the brackets. My winner is not Justin Thomas out of this group.
I just think Justin Thomas here. I just think he's good enough to where like he doesn't even have to play his best golf. He just has to play smart golf. And I think if he does get out to like a little bit of a lead, I think he's good enough to just hang on to that.
That is fair. That's definitely fair. I'm gonna go a different direction. We'll get there in a minute. Fitzpatrick, Wolf, Connors, and Spieth are next. Another interesting grouping, I think. If Wolf was right, if Wolf was on, this would be a lot interesting. Fitzpatrick.
No shot on picking Matthew Wolf.
No, absolutely not. He's too bad right now. I think a lot of people go Spieth here. I personally do not. I like Corey Connors here. We'll get into it more as we go along, but I think Corey Connors is good here. I think it's funny that Fitzpatrick's the highest seed here. I know that has to do with World Golf ranking stuff, but I can't imagine a lot of people are picking Fitzpatrick with how hot Spieth is, and honestly, how hot Connors is, but people probably don't realize that about Connors. So that's an interesting one. We move down. Cantlay, Matsuyama, Ortiz, Harmon. I've picked Cantlay. He needs to show me something, though, because he's been dehydrated from the family feast. And then he was cut at the Players' Championship.
My man still had the tummy ache from the family feast.
Still, he was not enough sweet tea, too much pork. Pork all the way. Just not even 3, just all the way.
Nah, he said, give me every pork in the house.
Yeah. So
my man had the sausage links, the pulled, the sliced. He probably had some brisket.
I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past old Cantlay. He's the favorite in this group. I have picked him. I believe you've picked him as well. So not a lot of time needed to spend time there. Harmon, though, a sleeper in there. So was Ortiz, to be honest with you.
Yep.
So I think that'll be interesting, but I think Cantlay gets it done. The 2018 champion, Bubba Watson, our boy Budenhout. Neiman and Reed. Reed, obviously,
this one's right. This one's interesting because Patrick Reed has shown time and time again that Ryder Cup, he's just a good match play guy, and people on tour have said it too. Like they don't want to play Patrick Reed in match play.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, once again, has nothing to do. It's my love for a young Chilean guy. Mm-hmm. But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. Neiman's a sleeper here, no doubt. We move down to the final 4 on this side. Schauffele, Scheffler, Day. Andy Sullivan continues to be in these things. I've given up on him. I don't know why. I don't know. Jason Day. What you got?
He's one of those guys where I figure like they're through making the field and he has to call and just remind them like, hey, I'm coming. They're like, ah, shit. Andy's coming, guys.
Andy.
Make sure to get him a tee time.
Yeah. That could be. That very well could be Andy Sullivan, the 57 seed. So there's only 4 people worse than Sullivan. And it looks like it's Rosner, Poulter.
Well, I think it goes to 64, correct?
Is it 64?
Because Fratelli's the 64, I believe.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So why did they give this man 57? It doesn't.
Apparently, he's better than a number of guys.
I bet he finishes worse than Fratelli. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
That's a good little side bet. We can see if we can find it anywhere.
All right. 60 and up range. All right. 57 and up range. Who you taking? Sullivan, Poulter, Van Rooyen, Poston, Fratelli, Long. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Give me Van Rooyen. All right, let's move on.
Give me Poulter. He's been terrible recently, but give me Poulter.
Pulte. Old Pulte. We've made it to Pulte's grouping, by the way. Rory McIlroy, Cam Smith, Lonto Griffin, and Pulte, Ian Poulter. I found out some dirt on Lonto Griffin. I can't really say, but Lonto and me apparently have a mutual friend.
Okay.
And apparently after Lonto won the Houston Open a couple years ago for his first tour win, he went total like rich guy. I'm better than you on a lot of people.
Huh.
So, I mean, I didn't really.
Shit, I would too. If I ever win a PGA Tour event, you'll never hear from me again.
Huh. Nice.
Assuming my first win, you're not on the bag, in which I have to keep you alive.
That is fair. I'll just hopefully be on the bag then. But yeah, Lanto apparently not a good guy.
That's very surprising,
isn't it? I'm surprised by that too.
He seems like a good dude.
He does, only because his name's Lonto though,
and his haircut.
That's fair. Rory, the obvious favorite in this group. We'll get there when we get there.
I agree, but Cam Smith might surprise.
Oh, is that so? I mean, you know what? We'll see.
Oh, you pick Cam Smith? Okay. Of
course I pick Cam Smith. Berger, English, Todd, Van Rooyen. In theory, this is a runaway for Berger, but not so fast.
I think this might be the week Harris gets back on stride.
Not so fast, Danny Nuggets. You keep withdrawing and screwing over fantasy from the fairway. It's going to catch up to you.
You're going to lose out to the big Georgia man.
Harris. And then the last grouping, Rahm, Palmer, Lowry, Munoz. Palmer, obviously the sleeper.
And I think we're all taking Lowry here so we can move on.
Yeah, okay, very good. We will reveal your bracket first. Have some explaining for you to do.
Can I put out a disclaimer?
Yeah, please do.
I had a very busy day at work. Okay. And I make as much time as I can to do the show every week.
Uh-huh.
This one, I had significantly less time than others.
And as he says that, his bracket
Look at him.
appears.
Look at him.
As we scroll down to reveal the champion.
That's a beautiful man. Well, one, I'm gonna go through some things here.
Mm-hmm.
Easily could have picked Paul Casey. Easily could have went Lee Westwood.
Mm-hmm.
Easily could have went to Shambo, but once again, I do have a weird, some may say weird fascination with the man, the myth, the legend, Fairway Jesus.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it, man. You go DJ Henley. There's no real debate there, in my opinion. Not picking Paul Casey's weird. I'm not going to lie. That's mad sus. Picking
I think
Hatton
Webb's
over
another
Westwood
guy.
is mad sus as well.
Yeah, I think Webb has struggled for Webb's standards.
Mm-hmm.
I think match play might be the time he can kind of get it going.
That's fair. That is fair. He could use a good showing for the Ryder Cup and all that. So yeah.
Hatton.
Yeah.
For no real reason, just a feeling thing.
Gotcha.
I like Tyrrell.
Fleetwood over DeChambeau.
I like the Englishman, don't I?
Yeah, Fleetwood over DeChambeau.
Yes.
I don't disagree with you because when it comes to Bryson, and same thing with Terrell. You know, when you're glum, just pop up your thumb. But the problem is, Bryson could explode in a match play, and it would unravel quickly.
And then I see Siwoo Kim and Mr. Rosner. And I said, you know what? If Fleetwood's going to pull one out, it's going to be here. Like, I like him facing off against the Shambo more than, like, I don't know, Reed, Rory, Finau,
sure,
Hovland even. I don't know why.
Sure, that's fair. You have Finau in that group, which we talked about a bit. You do have Hovland. and Morikawa, which would be
And-
quite an interesting matchup. Hovland, Morikawa. I think a lot of people will be tuned into that.
And I want to see that. Yeah. I think that was me kind of just hoping, because I almost went with Answer just because, like we said, Hovland's never played match play. I don't think. Sure, in college, I'm assuming.
Well, obviously. But
Yeah. But and then Answer he's another one of those guys who's not playing that well, and I think he might get it going match play.
Yeah.
But
we'll flip to your other side.
Mhm.
Rahm and Berger. You go away from Harris, even though you just talked him up. But there's.
I don't think the Rahm thing. I would say 99% of people who fill out a bracket will have Rahm exiting there, or making it out of that. I would honestly say the same for Berger. Like 90% would probably have Berger coming out. And then the top one, I was very interested in going Cam Smith, but yeah, I don't know.
Cam Smith there.
And then once
you
again,
go Schauffele
Tony
over
Finau.
Day.
If I'm picking Xander to win anything, it's going to be against 3 other dudes instead of 100 other dudes.
Sure.
Neiman
over Reed.
Love him. That's it.
Okay.
Patrick Cantley, I think his system's cleared. I think he took some Tums. Maybe, I don't know. I think the family feast is behind him. He's over the PTSD of what 64 Sonnies did to him.
Gotcha. And then Thomas and Spieth.
Spieth, just because he's playing well, one. And then with brackets, like even NCAA bracket, you want to be unique.
Oh,
I think a lot of people will go him, but I think a lot of people will just look at rankings. A lot of people won't realize Matt Wolf's playing like shit.
That's fair.
Might go Wolf. Nobody's picking Fitzpatrick and Connors if they don't watch a lot of golf.
Also fair.
Just, I assume Americans, anyways.
Especially in Texas, you're probably not going to bet against Spieth.
And then Spieth at home, I like that. So, and then JT was just kind of.
Yeah, that's fair. So then we get to your Elite Eight, if you will. You have Rory over Jon Rahm, JT over Neiman, DJ over Webb, Finau over Morikawa, leading to the DJ Rory final. Rory McIlroy becomes a WGC champion again.
I was going to pick DJ, but I think everybody will pick DJ. So there we are.
You have JT coming in third.
And then JT just won. And when I got to this point, I was like, shit. And I don't like the back-to-back winners.
No, it almost never works out. So that's your bracket.
Never. Yep.
That's your fill out. So it's about to look a lot different what I've put together, but I feel strongly about it.
Okay.
So let's go to that now. We've kept the winner underneath. We are similar in the top left. Johnson, Henley. I have Casey and Westwood coming out of that bracket. As I scroll, my winner will be revealed. None other than Paul Casey. We'll get there when we get there. Westwood, I believe. I have DeChambeau beating Fleetwood, Kim, and A. Rossner. And then it comes to Kokrak.
Right.
It comes to Kokrak, man. And he's $7,500 this week. There's such a reason to have him because he's going to win his group. Finau will not beat anybody, and he will not beat Jason Kokrak. Jason Kokrak is a putter. He's just a quality golfer. Kokrak will dominantly beat Finau by a couple of holes, I think, and get into the matchup with Bryson DeChambeau.
That's a powerful group you got there.
If you think it's been interesting, check this out. Kevin Streelman is going to come out of his pod. He's going to beat Hovland.
I think I said something terrible about Streelman about 3-4 minutes ago.
You did. He's $6,300. Victor Hovland has, since the WGC, something has happened to him. His last times out have been not good. And I don't think it's going to be good here. I think he will come in second in this pod and lose to Kevin Streelman. Morikawa is a given. We'll flip over to the other side. I have Rahm. Harris English beats Daniel Berger. I don't think it's a question. Harris is on the rebound. Daniel Berger, I'm sick of him withdrawing. I think it's going to hurt him. Cam Smith beats Roy McIlroy. If there's any person on the planet that's going to say Cam Smith or Roy McIlroy is playing better golf right now than Cam Smith, they're not correct. I know you picked Rory, but you never specifically said he's playing better golf than Cam Smith because he's not.
I did not say that, no.
Cam Smith is going to stay hot. 4th of the Genesis, 11th WGC, 17th TPC. He's going to stay hot. He's going to win that group. Jason Day is going to win his group.
To cut in real quick, I don't even think Cam Smith's hot right now. I just think Cam Smith's good. Like, it's the point where Cam Smith is, like, undebatably good at golf.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fair. Jason Day wins his group. He's a match play god. He's won this event, not in Texas, twice. He's never won in Texas, but he has won the event twice. We'll scroll up here. I also go with Neiman over Reed. It's a feeling thing, like Neiman.
God, I'm just hoping Austin, Texas doesn't have a Sunnies. I'll lose it.
We can only hope.
Dehydrated again.
We can only hope at this point. Corey Connors will definitively beat Jordan Spieth, and Kevin Kisner, the match play god, will be Justin Thomas. Starting from the top again, DJ and Casey will advance easily. Connors will beat Kisner. Cantlay will beat Neiman. Casey then will beat Dustin Johnson. I believe that wholeheartedly. Again, he has not finished worse than 12th all year. The man is on fire. Connors, I don't think I gave you the Connors yet. 3rd at the Arnold Palmer, 7th at TPC, where his last time's out. He beats Cantlay, who, you know what? If there's a Sunnies, it wouldn't hurt because that'll get me Connors to the Final Four.
Unless Brian Harmon's on a heater.
The rest of the Final Four shakes out like this. I have Jason Kokrak beating Bryson DeChambeau here.
Yeah.
And it's pretty straightforward. I'm hoping for a blow-up from Bryson. Nobody has Kokrak. I guarantee you I'm the only bracket that will have Kokrak beating Bryson and then going on to beat Colin Morikawa after Colin Morikawa beats Streelman on the 11th hole. So that is that. Rob will beat Harris English. And then the Australian matchup, Cam Smith will win it. Getting Cam Smith the Elite Eight. Like I said, Kokrak will pull the Miracle of Miracles over Morikawa. Rahm will beat Cam Smith in a close one. And a very close one goes down to the last hole. They will join Connors and Casey. Paul Casey will beat Jason Kokrak to get to the final. Too many names are swirling in my head and I can't speak today. John Rahm Corey Connors barely.
Yeah.
I think on the 17th hole. Corey Connors will then beat Kokrak to finish 3rd. And Paul Casey will beat fellow European John Rahm to win WGC match play. Initial reactions from my bracket.
I think you got to go bold with the bracket.
Yeah. You got to go bold. I have the worst NCAA bracket of all time. So
this might follow.
I can't. This couldn't possibly do worse.
Okay.
I have like 100 points total. None of my teams won. It's just now get this. In the bracket thing we're in, I'm back in it all of a sudden. Now hear me out. I am the only one in our bracket to pick LSU to beat Michigan tonight.
Okay.
If that happens, I'm back in it.
Do we all have Gonzaga winning?
That's left?
Yeah.
Somebody has West Virginia, and I think somebody has Baylor, but pretty much everybody has Gonzaga. 3 of us had.
So if Gonzaga does well, you're screwed.
Yeah. But I can get back in it with Michigan beating LSU because nobody picked that. And then if USC beats Kansas, which only one other person picked, I'm back in.
Okay.
Because then I'd be gaining. I have more than 100 points, but if I gain 40 out in those and you guys gain none, I'm within at least 60 points or so.
Mm-hmm.
I would then need Gonzaga to get to the final and lose to whoever they play. Because I have them going there. I just need them to lose.
Gotcha.
So those are the brackets as we go to our picks. Obviously, we usually do this via FedEx Cup points, and we can only pick them once. However, made an exception due to it being a bracket week and whatnot. But one thing I will not make an exception for is I need someone that's going to win their pool that's a 25 or up seed.
You want to just chalk FedEx Cup points for this week?
I thought that's what we were doing.
Perfect. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to clarify that.
We're not gaining FedEx Cup points, but I want the Sweet 16 pick. So let's go back here. Your options, anybody 25 and up seeded that
to make it to the next round?
Yes. You just have to win once. You just have to, well, technically you have to win like 3 times to get out of your bracket. But yeah, you just gotta get to here.
I'm going Russell Henley.
The 50 seed, Russell Henley.
Yeah.
To get it done. That is not a bad pick at all. You are Kevin.
Yes.
So there you go. I'll just go ahead and throw in here.
Yeah.
25 seed to win their bracket. A lot of options.
Gooch? You going Gooch? Gotta go Gooch.
No. You know what?
Okay.
Which one are you more? I'll let you decide. What do you think's more unlikely? Kokrak?
Streelman.
Or Streelman? You think Streelman?
Yeah. And we're not getting a top 25 percentage for this, correct?
No.
Okay, yeah. This is Streelman.
So that's it. There they are. Casey and the Streel. Henley, which for some reason is all the way over on the left.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
And Rory.
Actually, we won't.
We won't know. So there it is. Brackets. I will put. Now hear me out. I'm done gambling. I'm done gambling. I'm never gambling again after the Illinois debacle. With that being said, how much money do you want to bet that my bracket will beat yours?
Oh shit. Well, what do you want to put on it? I don't care.
That's how confident I am in my bracket.
Let's put a rank. No, let's do a 20 spot. Just a nice friendly $20 bill. The winner can go get one massive Chick-fil-A dinner.
All right. I'm down for that. We'll save them. We'll enter them in the PGA contest. You know what? Go. If anybody watching this puts in a bracket, leave a comment. We'll make a group. We'll see who does the best.
Yeah, and I also think we got to say this because at this point, hi, Mom. You are a journalism major. What do we like more than anything? Investigative journalism. Me and you. I think the next time we get to go to an event, whenever that might be, we got to make a video and post it on Fantasy from the Fairway, asking all the tour players what the hell they ate when they were on 64-7.
Okay.
Because we have to know what the hell did they go out in order.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
So I think we got to do some journalism and find out, because I'm assuming people other than
somebody went
dehydration over there.
Somebody
probably
Cantlay was
I don't
at
think
Sunny's
anybody
with
went to Sunny's.
So he was there with somebody.
Oh wait, Kiz was in the field.
Yes.
Kiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe you didn't even
I think
Kiz.
a lot
That's
of people might have done 70 Chick-fil-A.
That's too easy.
I know. I love Kiz. I bet you somebody did the 70 Chick-fil-A.
Like
I would put some money on it. Somebody went and got a rice bowl.
I'm not gonna even.
I don't know if you know what that is.
I'm not even gonna elaborate on who that could have been.
No, they have good food.
I know, but I feel like you were setting me up for something there, and I'm not. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it.
I wasn't trying to.
I'm not taking it.
They have good food. I'm just literally trying to think of the options. Ain't nobody went to Zaxby's.
Andy Sullivan was in the field.
I got to get to the bottom of it, and we'll let the viewers know.
I agree. I like your thinking. I think that'll do it. Fantasy from the fairway. Like I said, if you put in a bracket to the PGA thing and you watch this video, so the odds are like 0.
Talking to you, Greg.
Greg, bro. If you put in a bracket, let us know. We'll make a group. We'll add you to it. It'll be called I'll just make the group Fantasy from the Fairway, and just join. Just feel free to join, and we'll have a little contest. I think my dad might watch this week, so maybe he'll do it.
Okay. Yep. Howdy, Chip.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Fantasy from the Fairway. Right. Next week is something, I assume.
Something, that's for sure.
Corrales Punta Cana Championship is
that's this week.
Yeah.
Yep. And then next week was something decent, I thought. But probably not.
Texas Open.
Valero.
Texas
right.
Open.
Yep. That was it.
So we'll be back next week in the standard form, given the rankings and the price points and all that. But this week we just went straight bracket due to the NCAA. Never forget Illinois, Hugh Hefner, Geronimo Allison, Steve Stricker. I will never forget. And if you attended the University of Illinois, don't even try to come in the group.
Maybe there's a YouTube setting we can block those people.
Yeah. Unless Greg, if you went to the University of Illinois, that's fine. We need you, Greg. All right. That's it. Fantasy from the Fairway. Jennings Jr., Casey. We'll talk to you next week.